Oren Anolik, the ambassador of Israel to Cyprus, has accused the Cypriot people of anti-Semitic rhetoric, and I would like to point out a few things. You have the audacity, Mr. Anolik, to point the finger at us and call those in Cyprus who are concerned about the uncontrolled purchase of our land by third country nationals, including Israelis, as anti-Semites. You have the audacity to accuse the citizens of our country who criticize Israel and have the courage to raise their voices against the genocide committed by your country of anti-Semitism. I urge you, Mr. Oren Anolik, to stand in front of a mirror and repeat, I am an anti-Semite. Because you, Mr. Anolik, and the Netanyahu government that you represent use the Jewish religion and anti-Semitism to promote Israel's political goals. In the name of the Jewish religion and the security of the Jewish people, the paramilitary terrorist organizations Haganah and Irgun, which evolved and were integrated into the IDF, murdered, raped, massacred, and bombed innocent civilians. In the name of the Jewish religion and the security of the Jewish people, in order to create the state that you represent, 750,000 Palestinians were displaced from their ancestral homes and their land. You committed massacres like the one in Tandura, and then the terrorists of Haganah and Irgun came out in public and in documentaries and laughed and boasted about their achievements. You created an apartheid state with walls of shame erected between neighborhoods, with checkpoints, and with separate streets for the chosen ones and other streets for the Palestinians. In the name of the Jewish religion and the security of the Jewish people, you have massacred 18,000 children in 628 days. How many children correspond to each day, Mr. Anolik? You have bombed universities, schools, libraries, churches, mosques, hospitals, World Cultural Heritage sites. You have leveled Gaza, and it is estimated, according to Harvard, that approximately 377,000 missing people are buried under the rubble. You protect and glorify extreme racist voices like that of Daniela Weiss, who has made the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, the expansion of illegal settlements, and the inclusion of neighboring countries within Israel's borders her life's goal. If you disagree with her, Mr. Anolik, why doesn't the government you represent arrest her for her illegal activity? The government you represent enables settler atrocities, and even today as we speak, settlers protected by Israeli soldiers attacked and burnt the village of Tabia where Christians live. You have the audacity, Mr. Anolik, to patronize us with remarks such as, what threatens democracy is not diversity, but the spread of intolerant myths that target entire communities. You? Really? You, who represent a regime whose ministers like Yoav Gallant declared we are fighting human animals, referring to the Palestinians in Gaza? You, who represent the Netanyahu regime and ministers like Avigdor Lieberman, who stated in 2018 that there are no innocent people in Gaza? You, whose minister Amichai Eliyahu declared that not a single drop of water, food, or humanitarian aid should enter, and that the gates of hell should rain down on those who remain in Gaza? You, whose state has been dehumanizing a group of people, the Palestinians, and using collective punishment against them for decades? You mentioned religious freedom. You, whose ethno-state was created to house a single religion, and automatically one can receive your citizenship from any country they may come from, just as long as they belong to that religious group? You are right about one thing, Mr. Anolik. Cyprus is democratic, for the time being at least, where we still have the right to express our positions freely, unlike your own country regime, where the Knesset, your parliament, has expelled Ofer Kassif because he claimed that Israel is committing genocide, and is now trying to expel another member of parliament, Ayman Odeh, for calling a genocide a genocide. Anti-Semitism is a despicable form of racism, something I condemn in the strongest possible way. It is your own state, however, even before it was founded, that instrumentalized and continues to instrumentalize to this day the Holocaust of the Jewish people and the Jewish religion to promote the political goals of the Zionist movement. You can continue to call those who oppose all this anti-Semites, just as you call the Jewish writers and academics Gabo Mater, Norman Finkelstein, Naomi Klein, Ilan Pappé, Avi Shlaim anti-Semites and self-hating Jews. No matter how much you cry wolf and deny the facts, you cannot hide a genocide. I could never hate an entire people because they belong to a specific religion. I could never hold an entire people responsible for their government's actions. But a people who 83% believe that Gaza should be flattened will be ingrained into the world's consciousness as evil fascists. And the rulers of your country are responsible for this mentality.